Welcome to the AT Pit Crew podcast. This high-energy show dives deep into the world of sports emergency care. Join us as we explore cutting-edge strategies, real-world experiences, and expert insights to help you step up your game in emergency care. We've got the tools, tips, and stories you need to be ready when seconds matter. It's time for the AT Pit Crew podcast. We have the green light in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the first episode of the AT Pit Crew podcast, where we bring practical, hands-on emergency care strategies directly to you, the sports medicine community. I'm Ray Castle, a BOC certified athletic trainer and nationally registered EMT with over 3 decades of experience in sports emergency care and medical coordination. So when we look at developing this podcast, we wanted to make sure that we have the opportunity to share insights, methods, and lessons learned from years in the field and to help you sharpen your response skills in the high-intensity world of sports emergency care. So a lot of times people ask me, so what's your personal interest? So really, for me personally, it started when I was an athletic training student at LSU. And my athletic trainers then, they were really focused on continual skill practice and refinement. We would go through emergency care skills before every game, several times, from spine boarding to general critical communication skills. That's really where it started for me. And then that's just constantly evolved over the years, looking at where sports emergency care has evolved. Obviously, I've been into some unique situations, critical incidents, and other types of situations like other providers have been. And just pushed me more into doing additional training as far as EMT. Had the opportunity for several years to also do PRN work with an ambulance company several years ago. And that just really opened my eyes a lot to really what the communication gap was. And when EMS comes on site for an event, but also how we can bridge this together very easily. So that's really where my personal interest has been, and I just really enjoy it. It's kind of like, I love peanut butter, and I love talking about that. As far as my other experiences have been, I spent 25 years teaching sports emergency care and athlete training curriculums. That's where I saw the initial early practice gaps, as well as performing sports emergency care during these continuing education courses as well, that I would participate in, that I want to improve my skills, but also as I became more proficient in doing more work in that area, to actually leading courses in various sports emergency care topics. So going back on the podcast is, this podcast is really based in part on our Pit Crew Sports Emergency Care course, where we focus on real-time scenarios and actionable skills. In each episode, we're going to dive into critical topics like teamwork under pressure, specific emergency care protocols, specific emergency situational strategies, and specialized tools that can make a difference when seconds count. So what will the question also asks is, what's the format going to be? Well, it's just not going to be just this, a lecture like you have 2 people just talking. We're going to have it video. We're going to video these podcasts. And then we're going to have, obviously we're going to have sports emergency care experts on specific topics, as well as we're going to want to hear from other providers, athletes, parents, administrators who may have also been involved in these situations that can provide a valuable perspective for continuous process improvement in various situations. So it's, all these perspectives or stakeholders are very important to improving sports emergency care. It's all hands on deck in how we can improve sports emergency care at all levels. So that's one area that's going to be a little bit unique. Also, from a standpoint with us videotaping, it's not just going to be just the lecture. We have the opportunity we're going to do in the field or scenario-based situational videos, a walkthrough, like problems mastering an airway. We're going to show that, and you see that. So even though you can't see it, maybe listen to a podcast, well, you'll be easily be able to jump over into our CE Unleashed platform and watch those videos and be able to see that in real time. And then also, if you want to get continuing education credit, you can do that as well. But that's if you want to do that. But the main thing is making that information, the information we are going to develop and create, curate, however you want to say that, is going for it. I just think it's very important that we share information and it be freely available, especially in sports emergency care, so we can all improve from various levels doing that. So that's how the format is going to be. It's going to be on the majority of podcast channels, and obviously, again, you'll be able to see the videos and have access to those as well. So you get kind of a 2-for-1 deal, when you're thinking about watching our podcast episodes and listening as well. But also, we want to get your feedback as well. It's really important. One of the things we have and I mentioned this, the CE Unleashed platform, we have a Connect forum. And this is really robust, like a forum that you sign in and, you can ask a critical question. Like the other day, we had a couple of topics related to trauma-related cardiac arrest. And should we use a Lucas device? Is it still indicated or not indicated? And have they removed, what that looks for? Or, airway management or other problems people are developing an EAP protocol. All those things we're going to, we use as a community to help each other out and be focused specifically on sports emergency care. So, and again, it's about expanding our community and collaboration in critical topics in sports emergency care. So whether you're a seasoned healthcare provider, you're new to sports medicine, or you just have a general interest in sports emergency care, I think this podcast is definitely for you. So we want you to join us, subscribe, and become a part of our community that's dedicated to enhancing the emergency care and athletic settings. And then also don't hesitate to reach out to us with questions or topic ideas. Again, we're all in this together, and we want to see this community grow and the ultimate goal of improving sports emergency care at all levels. So thank you for listening, and we welcome you to our pit crew.
Thank you for joining us on the AT Pit Crew podcast. We encourage you to like, subscribe, and join our community. For more information about this podcast show, visit www.actionmed.co/podcast. This show is a production of Action Medicine Consultants, LLC. The medical information provided within this program reflects the opinions of the hosts and guests and is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the guidance of your healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition or treatment.